goodness. Again, oh, it's coming. All right. Look at this. It's like a no-show job for me, Dave Blaze. No show.
All right. So first of all, let's just address this. You are in the new studio.
Yes. The Blaze Web Services studio. First time ever on the show. Here we go. See, that's big butt, big butt.
This is big.
All right, we're there's so much. We have a packed show. There's who knew? There's 3 Trump stories that we're gonna go over. We're gonna talk football, right? So We got that. All right, good to see everyone.
Football is one thing, but what we want to really dig into, and we're going to expound on this more.
Yes.
In our regular podcast, is mail-in ballots, ballot harvesting, gerrymandering, and so on, because there's a lot of misconception out there, because ballot harvesting and gerrymandering are legal.
Yes.
Illegal.
Yes.
So that's why when these things come up about mail-in ballots and so on, there's no one's going to be arrested because what they're doing is actually legal.
Yeah, so we got a show. We're gonna talk about this later today, and we also are doing a full show on it because basically we got to explain to people. All right, this is like the workaround. It's like the workaround. That's what I was talking about.
Don't give them the full thing now. Let's
All
drag.
right. Yes, because we need the views. We need people to be engaged for a long time.
Let's drag through the other stories before we get to the juicy bits.
All right, can we go do the first one, Dave? Yeah? We're off and running. Here we go. Okay, Dave, so while we're at it, this is good. We're talking about more Trump stuff here. The latest, what is it? We call it the latest threat or the ultimatum here. Trump to Cuba, make a deal before it's too late or face the consequences. This is the American president. With them, the American president is everyone's afraid of him. Do you think people are afraid of him? I think they are.
Oh, I think now, because basically what Trump did is flip the table.
Yeah.
He did the equivalent of flipping the table. So now it's like anything goes. Cuba better straighten out right now, or you're done for. And
right, because normally you have this thing with a sovereign country, but Trump just basically said, no, we don't recognize your sovereignty. This is a illegitimate ruler. So now we're just going to pull into your country and pick you up.
Well, no, that's not what happened. What happened was actually, it
was a citizen's arrest.
It wasn't a citizen's arrest. It was a legal arrest, and it was almost like a police action, right? The man was indicted on various crimes against the American people, and the military was used to go in and pick him up.
Well, my point is, if he was a sovereign,
the new government,
if he was a sovereign nation, then you're not supposed to. That they call it an act of. You can't
they're a sovereign nation. They're sovereign.
It would be illegal.
They have a new president and all of that we're working with. Right?
Well, yeah, but then if that's the case, it would be illegal. It's not illegal because Maduro is, United States saying we don't recognize him. He's not legit.
Well, that's a whole nother point that they're saying he's not the legitimately elected president because their elections were not legitimate, right?
Thus the workaround. It's the workaround. It's like the
workaround, because what you're trying to bring out is that they're a sovereign nation and we just went in there and took their president.
Well, that's what you can't do. Supposedly.
That's not precisely what happened. So he was indicted back in 2011, by the way. Okay,
that's my point. That's my point. We have the same point, right? It wasn't a sovereign.
No, what you're trying to say is that they were sovereign and we committed an illegal act taking.
I'm saying no.
If they're a sovereign,
we're on
go
tape.
in and take their president. That's an illegal act.
We're on tape. That's what I said. What we're saying is that he was illegitimate. So yeah, that's the workaround. That's the workaround.
No, that's not the workaround. Whether he was legitimate or not, if he committed crimes against the American people, we can go in and grab him
Not okay.
as an individual. We didn't go in and like blow up their capital.
So if so, you're saying that the United States has a legal right to go into any country that does anything bad to American? Because I'm sure you can find something.
Yeah, I guess they could. I guess they could.
All right. All right. It's not supposed. I'm just saying it's not supposed to be that there's a list
And they
international
swore in
rules.
the new president right away, and she's working with us, and
Yeah.
here it goes.
All right. All right. Here's the next story. You guys are gonna love this one. All right. This one. This is the let's see. Yes. I'm like in Star Trek. All right. This is climate change, right? Okay. Trump pulls out of U.S. out of UN's premier agreement on climate change in a sweeping order. So this one I'm fully aware of. Okay. Looks
Okay,
like
great.
a spaceship. Okay. So this is what's up. United States are part of many groups. All right. They're like Facebook groups, but they're like you got to pay money in them to be a part of this like Paris Climate Accord or whatever U.S. climate thing. And Trump basically said, "We're out. We're out." What are you talking about, man?
So how would this sound if you were not fully aware?
That's my point. It's like a subscription service.
All right. So look. Obviously, we're the head of the Security Council at the UN, even though China and Russia have a vote. But we also are, as in that role, get put on these other programs that they have. Why? Because for the longest time, we fund them, right? We're the biggest funder of these crazy committees that we're on or whatever, or these programs. So by President Trump removing us from them, ipso facto, there goes the money.
Right. Like I said, it's like it's not like a like a subscription to Netflix or whatever.
Right.
What there are, they have to pay. The United States have to pay money to be in these groups.
Well, we don't have. Okay, it's not like we signed up. Like, oh, we want to be in that. We're gonna, and now, oh, we have to pay money. It's not. It didn't happen.
Oh my God.
We are the lead on the Security Council.
Right.
As a result of that, we are put into these groups and have been paying. We go into them knowing full well that we have to fund them. However, at this point in time, and this is for all of those, oh, we got to get out of the UN. We've removed ourselves from, what was it, 60? 60 of them?
66 or 65. Anyway.
All right. So there goes our money with us.
Right. We save money. Basically, we like mass. Okay.
So in effect, we have greatly defunded the UN.
All right. Agreed. We agree now. Can I play the video?
Yes.
Suspending Washington's participation in dozens of UN agencies, commissions and advisory panels focused on climate, labor, migration, and other issues, his administration describes as promoting so-called work initiatives. This means the U.S. will withdraw from 66 international organizations, including the UN Climate Treaty Framework.
Love the guy's accent. All right, so that's basically Trump says we out, right?
Right. So while we're not out of the UN, we've taken the majority of our money by leaving these 66 programs.
All right, good. Well, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. I don't know why someone. I don't know if someone's complaining, but I don't know why you would complain about that.
The left is going to complain. And then of course the lunatics on X will complain because we didn't torpedo the building.
Well, I mean,
Blow the whole thing up. I'm not happy. We don't have a country. Unless you do this one thing I want, we don't have a country.
all right. So that's a good thing. So there's already Trump's like basically threatening people, not threatening people, threatening world leaders, saying comply.
He's not threatening people. What are you talking about?
We just did the warning shot. The warning shot from Trump to Cuba.
Okay. So let's take the guy in Colombia, for example.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't think that's a threat?
So
I think that's a threat.
So we know that Colombia is shipping large amounts of cocaine into the United States, right? We're trying to curtail all of that.
Right.
So initially, the president requested that they not do that. At which point, the Colombian guys basically told the president to, kiss his behind in Macy's window. After that, whatever happens, I don't know.
Okay, I get your the talking on the threats here. Either way, they're compliant. These people are fully compliant at this point.
Right. Now, the thing with Cuba, what's interesting about Cuba is Cuba fully depends on Venezuelan oil. And then they're not getting any. So they're going to reach a tipping point pretty soon.
All right. Well, we're going to see. Anyway, this is Donald Trump doing his Donald Trump thing. All right. This is the marquee. This is the marquee topic because it's going to be talking about it on our. Oh, you know what? We didn't even do let me just do the commercial. Don't forget to go to George Online. No, you could do that. GeorgeMagazine.com. Sign up there. Get a subscription anyway. Get a subscription, but sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. All these stories get emailed to you every morning by 9:15 at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, and then we talk about it. But let's put that money. Yes, look at that, Mr. Stroud.
As a matter of fact, the president signed an order and is being carried out by the agencies that the courts will not be allowed to take the oil money and use it for other things.
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that all along. People like putting the signs "No war for oil" or whatever. I'm telling you, when Trump is like throwing a pile of money into people's hands, I think they'll be like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that." All right, here we go. The next story. All right, this is going to be the lead topic where we're going to talk at the American Pulse podcast. Now, federal judge blocks Trump administration from enforcing mail-in voting rules in executive order. Now, this is very, you have to understand what's going on here is the thing. All right, you want to go through it?
I just want to say this. Republicans, and excuse my language, Republicans absolutely suck at ballot harvesting. Great at gerrymandering, which is changing, redistricting counties and states and so on to gain more seats in the House of Representatives. But when it comes to ballot harvesting, terrible. Will not do it. So in turn, they attempt to demonize it. So if those that don't know, do you want to explain what ballot harvesting is?
Yeah, ballot harvesting in a nutshell is ballot collecting, where somebody goes into an area, and this is legal. Every state's different. Is legal in some states. You go there, and then you say, "Hey, let me collect your vote for you," and it's absolutely legal. And they do it. Obviously, if you're a Democrat, you're going to go into a Democrat favorite place to get these voters that might not be. I hate to be like too lazy, but like might forget to hand
it. It could be nursing homes. It could be. Look. Let's have some real talk here. Here's what happens. The Democrats take a look at the voting rolls, right? And they'll see who gets the mail-in ballots, right? Or who's been mailed ballots, but then doesn't return them. Okay? All right. So then they hire these canvassers, however much a ballot, but that's really frowned upon because people were cheating that individually. Okay, so then they bring on canvassers onto the campaign that go into these neighborhoods and areas where these, what they'll call them, low propensity voters are, and they will go door to door and knock on the door and say, "Hey, listen, if if you're not going to go vote, we can collect the vote for you," and so on. And many people, for the convenience, sign it
Right,
up.
and the misunderstanding, and this is from like the MAGA side, and I'm saying like with this, it makes it seem like, oh, they're cheating, they're getting an unfair advantage, so to speak, right? But they're not cheating. They're like, it's legal to do that.
That's correct.
So that's where the like people that don't understand, they're like, oh, they're cheating. Yes and no. It's like it's not cheating, but it's cheat. It's like cheating. Okay. Yes, you got to go. Let's see. When you read.
Yeah, Daniel's a riot. All right, so it's right, and that's what we're trying to make a point out of. That's why when you see these videos of somebody, a canvasser, dropping off, 100 ballots into a drop-off box, well, those are ballots he collected. That's why that guy or that woman is not going to be arrested.
Right, because
To sit there,
okay. It's the
arrest that person and hang him for treason.
let's do it this way. It is a personal mailman. The canvassers, they go there and they're
Right.
personal mail. Oh, you got that a few weeks ago. Do you want to just fill it out right now? I'll take it. It's legal. Here, it's legal. All right, let me do the video
Hold
here.
on.
All
Hold
right.
on. Go ahead. Go do the video.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
A federal judge blocked President Donald Trump's administration from enforcing an executive order that took aim at Washington State's vote-by-mail process in 2 ways. Back in March, Trump issued an order to require that people provide proof of citizenship when registering to vote, and that all mail-in ballots must be in your county's hand by Election Day to be counted. In Washington State, all vote by mail. While it is required that you postmark your ballot by Election Day, there's no hard and fast rule for when it must actually be received.
Okay, so once again, it's just like many things going on here, but if you don't understand it, you get even more pissed off because you're like, this is BS. This is why are they doing this? But just understand what's going on, and by the way, for tomorrow's show when we film it for the film version, we have a video where some of the Republican leaders understand this. So like, well, if they're going to do it, we're going to ballot harvest too. We're going to ballot collect.
Right. Now, of course, you get those particular people that might be, in control of a certain building. Or several buildings or whatever that's loaded with people that could have many votes, right? And this person's like, well, what's in it for me? So while the campaign can never give direct anything of value like money or sweepstakes tickets or whatever it is, right? What they'll do is they will hire that person for the election day, like as a poll worker,
Right.
and give that poll worker like $100.
Yeah, it's like a lot of this is like there's workarounds. All right, let's do the next one.
We used to watch that on The Sopranos all the time with no-show jobs.
That's what I was talking about before. All right, this one you're not gonna love. All right, here we go. All right, this one's a hot button issue for many of MAGA. Here it is. Lindsey Graham hints at U.S. military action against Iran, all this stuff, protests, all this stuff. Okay, the reason why I brought this out, well, number one, it's in the news. But like Lindsey Graham is like the guy. It's like the guy MAGA loves to hate. I'm telling you this. They don't like him. Now, remember, do you know what Gramming is, Dave Blaze? Remember Gramming?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So Gramming was after he interviewed somebody for Supreme Court, and then he was like, they were asking him, he did this tie. And he was very popular with MAGA at the time. By the way, I know this because I was doing pictures for him during that time. So I know this. But he's very hated. And I want to show Dave. This video here is from. If you,
Why is he? Why is this? Why do we understand why this man is hated? I mean, I really don't know. Why is he hated?
Oh, it has to do with going back to 2000, where he voted a certain way with nothing. Then they. I mean, it was pretty ugly. If you remember, he walked through the airport. I mean, he had to get extra security.
Yeah, yeah.
But they did love Mag. I'm telling you, I was there when they loved him. Like MAGA loved him, and then they hated him. But anyway, Dave, this you can understand why there's so many people hating him, because this video here, Dave, is from 10 years ago. All right, here we go.
If you ask me, of all the threats that keep me up at night, is the Iranians with a nuclear capability. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard's doing a pretty good job of destabilizing the region. The Houthis wouldn't last 15 minutes. Assad wouldn't last 5 minutes without Iranian support. They basically destroyed Iraq. The most effective fighting force in Iraq are Shia militia, controlled by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. The caliphate doesn't represent the threat to the world order as a nuclear-armed Iran, so it's not even close to me.
Okay, so obviously this guy, I hate to say knows what he's talking about, but is perfect for today. Trump just blew up, how many months ago he blew up the Iranian nuclear facility.
Yeah.
But this guy's been talking about this for 10 years.
Yeah,
Lindsey Graham.
He knows. He is very well acquainted with the inner workings of the whole Iranian network. Let's put it that way. So,
right, and
we're going to. So think about it. If you've got a high-profile, high-powered senator, right, that is very well aware of your ongoings,
right,
and you were like one of the greatest at propaganda. Wouldn't you go after that guy?
Yeah, this is, if you believe, that's from 10 years ago. Of course he's going to be like hated, and they'll say everything in the book about him. Now here's the other thing. Like I said, I was from South Carolina. South Carolina's loved to talk about him, but he is actually one of the most powerful senators.
Yeah.
Period.
And the other thing is, what all our followers have to realize is regardless of how Lindsey Graham might say this or he might say that, when it comes to his voting record, because that's what matters. When it comes to his voting record, he's with Trump.
Right. Okay. Again, he spoke at George Magazine Live. Andre Bauer, the lieutenant governor, he was running against Lindsey Graham, right? So with all that, if it was a case and he stepped down, if I was in South Carolina, I'm voting for my friend, right? But here's the other thing about it. You realize Donald Trump likes Lindsey Graham. He likes him because Lindsey Graham is the unofficial whip of the Republican Party. What that means is when Trump wants something, Lindsey Graham is on the phone talking to the other Republicans saying, listen, you need me to get this passed. If you do, you vote with my guy, Donald Trump. And that's what they don't realize about him.
Right.
And then when we talk about him, people are like, oh, you're shilling for Lindsey Graham. Ask Donald Trump.
Now, the interesting thing is, knowing, now a lot of the people that make these anti-Lindsey Graham comments and posts, they know better.
Yeah.
Right? They know. So what? So then you have to ask yourself, well, why are they doing that? I think it's because Lindsey is so well versed on that whole Iranian-Russian network of proxies and terrorists that they want to.
By the way, Lindsey Graham is the one that co-signed for the bill to give restrictions to people. I believe it's people that do business with Russia. So it's not just Russia; it's people that do business with him.
Yeah,
he's the one. So obviously people hate him. Yep. And again, you could say all day long, but if you don't understand what a whip does, but he's like the unofficial whip.
Yeah.
If Trump wants something, he goes in politics in behalf of Trump to make sure that the other Republicans follow what he wants.
Right.
So don't blame us. That's the other thing that bothers me.
Don't blame us. Blame
Yeah.
Gene.
All right. We're going to get to the fun stuff. Come on. I've been waiting for this one. All right. Dave Blaze, you've been watching football. They're calling for his head. This is the Packers coach here because they were winning like 24-3 halftime, and then they lost. And so they thought he was going to get fired. By the way, it's dear to me, not only is my wife Nadine from Wisconsin, which means automatically by birthright they watch. She is a cheesehead, but one of my friends is the GM of the Packers. Anyway, Gunterkust. Anyway, Brian Gunterkust.
Bearing at Soldier Field.
I want him to keep his job, so when I go visit, I can go see the Packers play. All right.
Know that I picked the Bears to win.
Yeah, he did. We had was it a legal bet or illegal bet? I don't know.
We didn't even bet. We just bet like bragging rights.
Yeah.
No, I picked the Bears.
Bragging rights. All right. So excuse me for this long video, but football fans will love it. Here we go.
Adam Schefter tweeting out just about an hour ago, the Packers now are expected to try to work out a deal in the coming days to keep head coach Matt LaFleur in Green Bay, per sources. This has been a massive topic of discussion. Honestly, for the past week, we went into Saturday and we're saying, okay, is Matt LaFleur coaching for his job or not? Well, then we got an update on Saturday morning from Ian Rappaport that apparently Matt LaFleur's job was safe, that he wasn't coaching for his job against the Bears. And then that game against the Bears happened, and you lost it in a pretty horrific fashion. A game in which you were leading pretty much the entirety of it.
People, that guy, by the way, he's got like 25,000 followers on YouTube. We should tag him.
No, let me.
I like the guy.
Is there like a class or an online course that these guys take where they have where they learn a special cadence? So now we're going to go to the next topic, and then after that.
But they come on. What will they do if they saw my TikToks? Spooky Dookie. Oh, where's this guy? The Chinese guy. Spooky Dookie. Spooky Dookie. That's what he'll say if he saw me.
You know, when you talk, that's how I hear you.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, I'm teasing you, you big idiot. So look, but I mean, isn't it true with that? Now, the other thing is the problem that the coach has.
Yes.
Is that they were playing the Bears in Soldier Field. That's very difficult. That's very difficult.
Yeah, well, I picked the Packers, and then Dave picked the Bears on that, and I actually shut the TV down halftime.
In disgust.
No, I mean Packers were winning, and then I shut the TV at halftime. Wake up, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I just lost the bet.
Okay, so now hold on. In front of all of these good people.
Yes.
The Steelers or the Texans?
I already put my bet in there or whatever, not a bet, all right? I already said the Texans.
I'm going Steelers.
All right, so we'll see tomorrow.
Even though I mercilessly make fun of Aaron Rodgers and his Achilles heel nonsense with the Jets.
Which is the real Achilles heel. His Achilles heel.
I think he's going to pull it out. I think him and Coach Tomlin, they have it.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, really quick, before we go here, just a reminder for everyone, go to georgemagazine.com and just go ahead and get a digital subscription. What is it, Dave? Like $12, $10, $9?
No, not even $9. Digital subscription. Now, here we go. Digital subscription to George Magazine, $9.95. A digital subscription to George Jr. for your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, $2.95 for a digital subscription. You get all of them.
All right, guys.
31 already.
Yep. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, today. Right. Oh, today's Monday. By the way, if you ever want, gotta throw it in. I'm on TikTok going live right before this, like the pre-show. It's like the NFL pre-show.
We need like a little Oh, yes. Say that again because I was talking on top of you.
Okay. If you go to TikTok and find me on TikTok, okay? There's a lot of fake ones, but you're not going to miss me because I go live. We should post it. I do the pre-show and basically before this so we could prepare to debate Dave Blaze.
Yeah. Listen, Gene's TikTok is he's talking for 20 minutes about his hairdo. But you know what we need? We need some kind
Looks
of
like Farrah Fawcett. Okay,
we need a little animation behind you where it looks like you get sucked right into the looking glass.
All right. I'll work with that. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.